Hi and welcome back. Well, I just wanted to have a little chat again. Oh dear. I've been on holidays for a couple of weeks. The husband's had a really nasty gallbladder attack, so I've been nursing him. He's been quite sick actually. But anyhow, besides that, what did Harry say without saying it in that interview? Now, these are just my thoughts and opinions, my humble little opinion. If you hear a squeaky toy in the back, that's the German Shepherd being a baby. Now, there is a few little things that I think we missed. Well, maybe we didn't miss. So here goes. When Harry said there were certain things that he wasn't allowed to say out in the public, what did he mean by that? Did he mean that he wasn't allowed to say that the children were born from somebody else? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to put that out there so when it does come out that he can say, well, we weren't allowed to tell everybody? It wouldn't put it past Harry and Meghan to do that. That comment there I found very, very interesting. And of course, the other comments that he had said about, of course, his security, how they're fearing for their lives. Well, wasn't it Meghan when they left the UK, got kicked out? I really think that the Queen, God rest her soul, grabbed him by the ear or the scruff of the neck. It would be a good picture, wouldn't it? And said, get the feck out of my kingdom, you useless pieces of shit, and popped him on a plane. Anyhow, we know she wouldn't have said that because she was too classy. But in an ideal world, it would have been an absolutely classic video clip for someone to video if she did do it in the fantasy world, I suppose. But it didn't take long for Meghan to get the drones flying around and letting the world where they lived, did it? So if they were so frightened for their lives, why did she do that? Oh, of course she would have done that to put it out to the king that we need security. Everybody knows where we live. Oh my God, we're so scared for our lives. They are not scared for their lives. Let me give you the tip. You know what they're scared of? They're scared of the financial burden of paying for security because it dips out of their money that they spend for the Sussex Squad to attack people online and in the community and to try and turn people against the royal family. Because let's face it, Meghan Markle wants to bring down the monarchy single-handed. Wait, she ain't going to win. Because, there is more people that love the royal family than there is that love Harry and Meghan. He says that history may repeat itself. Well, the dumb dimwit should remember that his mother was the one that gave up her security. She didn't want the security. It was King Charles that begged her to keep the security because, of course, he wanted to keep her safe. She was the mother of a future king. But Harry again brings Diana up and says, oh, we don't want history to repeat itself, but there's certain people in the palace that want history to repeat itself. So what is he saying? Is he saying that the king, Prince William, Princess Catherine, Princess Anne, anybody else want them to not be around anymore? That's a big frickin' bit of words he's saying, isn't it? A big accusation. That's as bad as they're racist or worse. Is he saying that? Is he actually accusing them of wanting Harry and Meghan to be deleted? He's a freaking pompous little prick that spat his dummy out and is stomping on his feet because he got told no. So you know what he does? He goes straight away and cries to the BBC, the ones that he claimed were responsible for killing his mother. I wonder what Prince William thinks about all this. I wonder what he's thinking. But I probably, if I was to be a psychic, I would probably think that they are sitting there in the palace or wherever they are, rubbing their hands, waiting in anticipation for Harry and Meghan to finally pay for all that they have done. Out of pocket. No other way. Nobody wants to harm Harry and Meghan. Nobody. They're doing all the harm to themselves. This is how stupid the pair of them are. Oh, if anything happens to me, my children, or my wife, who's to blame? Look where the blame lies, says Harry. He wants the listener to think that if something happens to them, oh, it's the palace's fault. You know, we'll just won't wear our seatbelt, pretend we're doing a high-speed chase in New York. I mean, what's next? A high-speed chase on a horse? In a paddock? On the polo field? Feck off, Harry. And what else did he say that was kind of interesting? I mean, there was a few little nuggets in there that he was saying without saying, trying to manipulate the listener. Like, I forgive them. I forgive all of them. My father, my brother, my stepmother, and even the media. Because he wants the listener to believe that his father, his stepmother, and his brother done nasty things to him. But he's the good person, he's come out on top and he's forgiven them, and he wants the listener to believe that if they don't forgive him, that they're at fault. You see how manipulative that is? Like I said, he's the one throwing the grenades, blowing the bodies up, and then wanting to put those bodies back together and going, oh, I didn't do anything. I mean, his slapper of a wife has taught him really well. That's the squeaking of the chair I'm sitting on. I'm in my husband's office. His slapper of a wife has taught him well, hey? Taught him to bring out the narcissism more to the core of Harry. Oh, I forgive them. I've had all my therapy and I have forgiven them. They're the nasty ones that won't forgive me. And then he goes on to say, I don't know how long my father has to live. Well, you wouldn't be privy to that information, for starters. He had absolutely no right to say that because he's trying to put out to the world, well, either one way or another, however you wish to take it, that I don't know how long he's got to go, meaning has he got months to go? Is that what he wants the listener to think? Or because he then says he doesn't answer my calls, he doesn't speak to me because of the security issue. No, Harry, he doesn't speak to you because you're a pompous little prick. I'm trying really hard not to call him something I really want to call him. Because maybe you threw the family under the bus and everything else you did. We know the story. We don't have to keep repeating it. But Harry doesn't get that. Harry believes that he's done nothing wrong. Harry and Meghan want the entourage of cars, the 5 and 6 black SUVs, the helicopters, the army. He wants the drones, the media flying above him. If they go down and get a pint of milk. Or look at us, we're going down to get some groceries. Look at our entourage, we are important. We are presidential people. No, you're just civvies now, just like everyone else. You're minions, just like everybody else. Because you stepped away from it. I mean, we just had our federal election here, and it's kind of like, you know, the one that didn't get in having a suki lala and wanting acknowledgement for nothing because you lost. He's a dickhead. He's an absolute dickhead. And I mean, and then they post that black and white photo like, oh, look at me all sad. I'm with my kids. I've got my back turned on you. Papa, that was a big middle finger to the king. You ain't going to see the kids. And I bet you he don't give two shits about it. Because I'm sure the king has plenty to think about than his pompous little prick of a son. I mean, he has his health, he has his duty, he has his family, and he has his beautiful grandchildren that he sees all the time. So I don't think he gives him much thought. I could be wrong. He's probably really, really hurt. He's probably seething, but he doesn't need the extra stress. But Harry doesn't care about that, does he? Oh, I'm not going to be bringing my wife and children back to the UK. He was never going to do that anyway. Because too scared someone might get a bit of hair from your children. I mean, Megan did say, oh, I'm A positive. Even my blood is fantastic. What a freaking arsehole she is. Even my blood is overachieving. Well, I bet and I tip that Archie is A positive, and that's why she said it. These two are absolutely sickening. Anyhow, let's get on to something a little more interesting. In my community tab, I've posted some interesting items. Do you find them interesting? I do. I find them very interesting. But like I said in one community post, if I go missing, you know why. Yeah, they're very interesting, aren't they? I mean, there is another one that could be posted with a number of handles, some amounts, dollar amounts. What else is in there? Notes. Notes from the people behind this. Instructions, shall I say. Instructions on what to do, what to say, and what havoc to cause. One of them in particular that I might just keep up my sleeve. Well, I will keep up my sleeve. Maybe there's a number I'll keep up my sleeve. But one of them in particular was when Princess Catherine was unwell. And the instructions in that one are absolutely vile. They are sickening. I mean, who would be behind all that? Who would be so sick to want to wish harm on her? To say the things they did about her? You see, I mean, this is just an observation. I might be wrong. I might just be dumb. But Harry kept on whinging and complaining. Like I said, this is just an observation. Hear me out. About how the media works and how the palace conducts the media. So he said in one of his interviews or in the book, I can't remember where it was, but I'm sure it'll ring a bell to you, that if there's a nasty, say when there was a lot of nasty things about Camilla, how they rehabilitated her reputation, if there was a nasty thing out there in the media about Camilla, something positive would come out, like a positive article would come out of, say, Princess Anne at an outing, or, you know, someone else cutting a ribbon. They'd flood the media with a positive article to try drown out the negative article. And that's how they rehabilitated her image. But in all fairness, Camilla has put her head down, bum up, and just got on with the job. And she's basically done it all herself, a lot of it. She's proven herself. So Harry has learnt this from being in the palace. He knows how it works. So when there's a positive, for instance, a positive and you can see it all the time. A positive article about Princess Catherine, their children, Prince William. They try and bring out something even more positive about themselves to try and drown out that. They do it all the time. This is how the Sussex squad has been operating for a long time, as we know. And who is the master manipulators behind that? Oh, man, come on. We ain't stupid. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. It's probably what Harry plays a lot. So they always got to be out in the media all the time. But they don't have what the royal family have. They don't have that pull when it comes to the media, free press, blah, blah, blah. So they had to hire a lot of people around the world to attack on social media to make them look good. Positive articles. Oh, we love you, Meghan. Queen Meghan, our fake black queen. She should be queen. We love you, Harry. It's all the royal family's fault. It's all them. We love you. We love you. And more people that don't know what's actually going on believes that. So manipulative. But, like a spider that weaves a web and carries on. Are you doggies going to be nice? Are you going to play nice? They're being naughty. Must be their bedtime. Like I said, like a spider that weaves a web. The web might be strong. The spider might be strong. Somebody might come up to that web with a big can of Mortine, spray it all. Goodbye, web. Goodbye, spider. Anyhow, thanks for listening to my mumbo jumbo, my banter. As always, let's have a chat in the comments. Someone pointed out that in the video that I put out with Harry serving the country since he was 5, the comments are turned off. I didn't do that. Maybe it's because it says 5 and there's pictures of him as a child. I don't know. Maybe YouTube flagged it. Who knows? But anyhow, it's all good. Take good care. Keep smiling. We shall chat soon.